Welcome to another episode of JLJ this evening. I'm James Law Jr. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to do another share. I found something else from my childhood, and it's a trip when you find stuff when you were a baby. So look how old it is. So this had ears. It had all kind of stuff. I'm trying to get it. There you go. Um, it's not in the best condition. This was my baby toy. It was in the crib with me. It was my baby, and I found it. It looks tore up. So this thing, I was born in 1969. So this thing is at least 50 something years old, almost 60 years old. I mean, I don't know when they made it, but it's like 60 years old. I'll take a picture of it real quick for the thumbnail. So it's kind of crazy. I'll put it, you sit over here. It's a trip to find something from your childhood. Recently, I found like, I don't have video of myself as a kid or anything. My parents were like that. But I have a tape recording of me laughing in 1970. I was a baby. They're almost 1 years old. And it's a trip because I'm like, it's me laughing. I'm always laughing. It's me laughing. What I don't, these are memories I don't have because I was a baby. And so to see stuff, and I know the crib I do, I have a crib too in the garage when I was a baby. When you find childhood toys, it's different because you usually have a memory attached to it. You go, oh, I remember I had that. Oh my God. I played that sorry game, forever, my childhood or whatever. But to have something that you used to play with, enjoy, love, you have no memory of it. It's a trip. Because part of me, as I'm holding it and looking at it, as soon as I saw it come out of the box, because I knew it was mine, because I've seen pictures and everything, I knew it was mine. Then I had this instant feeling wash over me, even as I'm holding it. It's like, it feels familial on some level. You're like, yeah, that was my toy. But those earliest memories are probably, subconscious or seeped in there. I feel a connection to it. This beat up doll, I feel kind of a connection to it. And it's a trip because you're like, oh, okay, I feel a connection to it, but it's not really a connecting feeling that I remember. But clearly in my subconscious somewhere, it remembers that doll. And it should, even for a year or so I had the doll. I played with it later than I played with it, then that makes sense. So it always goes back to that thing when, you buy toys for babies and stuff. Like, do they remember that? Like, there's like, once you buy them, does it really seep into their brains? I'm sure there's all kinds of reports and data about that. Because I remember when my daughter Monica was born, we got a special kind of mobile. They were told we get these certain ones that's black and white, and it had shapes and designs. They said that's best for their cognitive function. And I was like, okay, I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but she's smart. I don't know. Anybody also looked cute. I liked it. She used to stare at the thing all the time. So I wonder if that did really help in the long run. And these toys, I would say, you have a birthday party for a wedding, they don't remember anything, but maybe they don't. But I wonder if it's subconscious. Is there a warm feeling attached? If you see pictures of your first birthday or pictures of it, like, do you feel, if you really think about it, do you feel anything? Right? That's a trip, right? It's a trip. So I was like, I don't know. I was just I don't know. I was like, that's. So I just kind of, I'm looking at it. I'm like, that's interesting. I don't know. What can I do with you? Um, Now as I'm trying to declutter and get rid of stuff, I think I'm going to save it because I don't want to get rid of it for some reason. It's a small item. I might just sit it on my dresser somewhere. Just say this. Just I just have it. I mean, it's not attractive or anything. And maybe one day I'll get rid of it. And that's something too. It's like if you have no attachment to it, a memory attachment to it, you keep it, you get rid of it. There's that too, right? Anybody at home, do you have anything that's from your childhood, baby? From not childhood, when you were a baby? Did your parents give you say, "Here's this blanket, that's yours," or this thing is yours, so you have it? Or do you have anything that's not in great condition? Like I'm not gonna pass it down to anybody, right? I mean, if it was in better condition, I could give it to my grandkids, but it's not. It's effed up. Poor thing. I just I'm just looking at it, make me laugh. I don't remember its name. That's my most remember name. I don't remember anything. I was a baby. So I don't know, but it's just it's weird seeing stuff because my earliest memories start around two. There's a few memories there where we lived, the birth of my younger sister. And I said because I said mine, and I remember I said that's mine, so she's mine. My birth of my younger brother at 3. I remember that. I remember holding him. I remember the house we lived in and playing with my older sister Lauren. I say there's certain memories I do at 2 and 3 I do remember. I was a very cognitive child. I remember my 5th birthday party. It was good. I remember getting our dog Flower and naming her. Like, so I was like 4. She ate a flower on our front. And I said, "That's Flower." I think I wanted to name her Sunflower, which that's why I guess that's where my love of sunflowers came from. I did not know why. I just always loved sunflowers. My favorite flower. From a semi-flower, sunflower is my favorite. Actually, yellow roses too, but sunflower's my favorite. And I remember that whole sequence. And then you also have those things where you're like, is that a memory that I remember? Going back to the young stuff, or because I was told to me so many times, or I've heard the story so many times, or I've seen the picture so many times. Is it a memory that becomes because you know through that, right? There's also that stuff too. I know, just it's all crazy. It's all crazy, right? It's all crazy. And these are the things I think about at nighttime when everything slows down, and I'm just like, okay, what's going on? But for me, because I was at my storage unit, which we settled a bunch of stuff. We made some really big strides there. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks to Extra Space Storage, Extra Life Storage, Extra Space Storage, whatever, in Torrance. You guys were great. Um, that I was bringing some stuff home to go through and give to certain people. And I do it at nighttime. I was sitting in front of I was sitting watching TV, watching the soaps, watching all my soaps, watching my stories, and going through the bags and going through and the memories coming through and whatever. So that's what I'm doing at nighttime. And so I always say some of the best times to sort stuff, have the TV on. Now you just like knock it out. And that's what I did. I mean, and when I see TV, I have something on that you don't have to stare at. Even with the soaps, there's certain storylines I'm like, okay, I can listen to it and not have to look at it. So I like do that. So, but it's yeah, it's very interesting. Um, baby, baby Jamie, I was baby Jamie. Can't believe it. Over 56 years ago, or well, 56 years ago. So crazy. I don't know. This is JLJ this evening. Doing episodes all week. Check them all out. Everywhere you find your stuff, audio and video. I'll talk to you tomorrow night.